grand finalist from last year, I should say, CyberDark 86. So
Well,
yeah,
the
he's got some
competition has.
credentials to his name.
Yeah, okay. The competition has begun. We start with only 5 strength and repel, which actually is a good thing. We start with fairy water, money, and of course a key. No spells yet, but that's fine. So with permanent repel, well, it's just that you will always have repel on. It doesn't matter. So it's a good thing you're starting with 5 strength because you will be starting with slimes and red slimes and all that. Although DK's already started and has run into a Drakima. Okay, I'm a little bit confused, but Niminva has picked up a red slime for 2 points.
Yep, not really repelling anything except the regular old slimes here at the beginning. So the zone boundary must be pretty close to the corner of Tangential Castle there to be getting these kinds of enemies right away.
Yeah, so DK has picked up 2 levels. I actually was not expecting Drakimas because I thought the monster zones were not randomized, which means. Oh, I know what it is. It's because the Drakima is in the 2nd floor of Mountain Cave. Yeah, so in that zone you're going to be seeing Drakimas, Scorpions, Warlocks, and the like, and
Yes.
Trolls. So that's what's going on.
Yeah, unusual to see that in the vanilla game. You would never see a Drakima in the overworld, but because that particular zone can be shuffled into the overworld in this flag set, that's where you're seeing the Drakima.
Mm-hmm. So DK is going to keep his winnings here and go to the magic guy to refill his HP and MP here. Angel's going to take red slime. We have level 2 for Nimva and Angel and Cyberdark. So DK still having the lead for now.
Yeah, it seems like the exploration is fairly limited here at the start, but DK has stumbled upon this torch in Stones of Sunlight Cave, and he's just cycling that to use that as a battle item against some of the enemies here in the zone just outside.
Yeah, so that is definitely one of the new things in, well, one of the newer things, I suppose, in Dragon Warrior Randomizer. You can use torches in battle. And also we have to consider that we have 17 strength, so you are going to be you're going to be repelling ghosts anyway from zones 1 and 2. There's level 4 for DK for some pretty nice stats there.
Yeah, big boost across the board, up to 50 HP now on level 4. There was a big agility jump there too, and that actually, I think, took a lot of the kind of early game enemies out of play. So if you don't find those torches, you're actually in a little bit of trouble because they don't have a ton of attack power yet, only 23 raw strength as of level 4.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so clearly DK's got to go against this skeleton because now we got 15 defense power, whereas everybody else only has 6 or 9 defense power, so they're able to take on a little bit easier monster for now.
For now, and that the early heal spell helps too. You can race a lot of these kinds of things even with attack power in the low 20s. We saw a DK right there take out a skeleton, and that was, as long as they don't have any bad abilities, not a huge issue to take out those kinds of enemies.
Yeah, meanwhile, we have a nice find here that DK is run into. It is Caitlyn. The weapon shots are randomized, and we do see a silver shield. I imagine, though, DK will be looking for weapons, not armor, because if you get armor, then you're going to be repelling everything. You don't want that.
Exactly. So he came with about 800 gold, but unfortunately there's not really anything in that price range. You'd be hoping for a hand axe, maybe a copper sword. Didn't get anything like that, so he's going to fall back to some fairy water here, and I think I really like this play. That's good for 9 to 16 a toss against any enemy except the metal slimes. So those can make quick work of a lot of these enemies that are lower on hit points.
Mm-hmm, exactly, I agree. Might be a good idea to pick up a club, maybe, but yeah.
Yeah, every little bit of AP helps.
Yeah. Now, where is that gonna go? Shoot, I lost my. Yeah. So DK probably should aim for 1,500 money so he can pick up a broadsword. Where's Cyberdark though? It looks like he's in the mountain or
Cyberdark,
the swamp cave.
I believe Cyberdark's in Swamp Cave. This looks like a swamp zone. He's got a scorpion there. It's pretty easy to transit swamp in this flag set, and you know that from the outset because that zone is set. Worst thing you'll see there is a Druin. So he's actually headed from Swamp South to Swamp North, and he's ended up somewhere to the west of Charlock. Whether or not it's accessible here or not, from here or not, though, I don't know.
True, but it is a kind of a favorable zone that he's in right now with Poltergeist and Skeletons, but... Oh, and then he runs to a Star Wyvern.
One of the least favorable overworld zones just to the north of that, so he'll get sent back, unfortunately. We won't be able to see anything else on that trip.
That is one of the two worst zones you can run into. The Star Wyvern could be occupied by Demon Knights, or it could be occupied by Green Dragons. Either way, it's bad.
Yeah, you don't want that until much later.
But the good news about these non-randomized monster zones is that you will never see a red dragon in the overworld. However, you are guaranteed to see the red dragon in the bottom 3 floors of Charlock.
Yes, that's the big issue. So the overworld is usually a little bit easier to explore. There's no risk of that. No armored knights, no stone men. Golems are easy enough to run away from, but you won't see them in the overworld either. So there's a lot of interesting dynamics in this flag set because of those things. DK has hit level 6, and another big agility bump there, double digits, up to 51 now. And so he's on 25 defense even without equipment.
Yeah, it looks like he's also picked up the hurt spell though, so that's gonna help.
That's a big deal. Also, some more HP on that level, so he can race a lot of things with a hurt spell. He won't need to cycle those fairy water anymore. And this can give him a pretty big advantage when it comes to experience gathering, at least.
Yeah, will it be enough to knock out the wolf? Yes, it is. So, 40 points. Angel's gonna try a wolf as well. I don't think this is gonna work. No, it doesn't.
Not on his current resources, so this will actually be alright. The death here means he can go back, get full HP and MP again. The MP is still quite low. As of level 6, only 17 for DK there.
And Cyberdark reaches level 5, and it looks like he's just hanging out in Charlock here. Ninfa has been doing some pretty good exploration. He's looking at his stats quite a bit.
Yeah, we might see a little bit of that this playoff week. With the defense power being as important as it is in terms of the permanent repel, just kind of gauging where you are, what zones you think might be optimal.
Yeah, Ninfa had a good idea trying to hope he had an item there, but did not, so he will lose half his money and get another lecture from the king.
So it looks like on the other side of Swamp Cave, Cyberdark has decided to just stay here in this zone that looks like it's more or less the Remolder zone, right? This is Warlock. I've seen at least one skeleton here. So this is a good zone to be in. Or no, actually there's a Droll, so this is actually a slightly earlier
Yeah,
zone.
It's the second floor of the mountain cave or the first floor of Garen's grave.
Right.
But yeah, this is a very good zone.
If you can find that, anything on desert tiles is going to be nice. That's the highest encounter rate you can get, and it doesn't give you the frame stutter that the hills do. So he's going to try to stay here and get the next level. Angel has picked up level 6, so he's got hurt available to him now as well.
And DK makes it to level 7, and he's hoping for a lot more agility. 6 power, 15 hit points. That's pretty nice.
That is pretty nice. HP and MP pretty lopsided right now. Level 7 on a strength HP build, 82 hit points, 23 magic points.
Mm-hmm.
They
I'm
did.
not. Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say Healmore did pop up there too, but of course that's not as consequential right at the moment.
Um, Actually, with that much HP, I actually would be pretty happy to see heal more, only because it'll just result in much faster healing. So, DK hopefully will use heal more a couple times, and we'll take it from there. Looks like Cyberdark is still continuing to grind those warlocks. Actually, I think he's hanging out. Oh yeah, he's hanging out in that zone outside of Sherlock, so which is the same as that zone outside Swamp Cave North.
Yep, so plenty of decent grind opportunities available in the early game here.
Yeah,
It looks like DK's started to explore now.
Yeah, he's run into the worst overworld zone out there. The Green Dragon is there, and yeah, you don't want to deal with those.
Fortuitously, here in this zone at least, the big agility will play to their favor a little bit. They've got pretty good run chances from everything in that zone. The Star Wyvern's the worst of those, and it's even not terrible on 55 agility, so he was able to get clear of it pretty quickly.
Yeah, I think it's like at least a 50% chance once you get agility of 55.
Yeah, Star Wyverns, you're 50 or a coin flip to run from Star Wyverns on 40. So once you're at 55, I think it's somewhere in the neighborhood of 63, 64% probably.
Well, that's interesting. He's found Sherlock in a different way. So
okay. So are we looking at single continent here?
It's possible.
Or are we just seeing the other side of it, perhaps?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I like that DK was going against the Wyvern there, but when you notice that the Wyvern was breathing fire, then the next question that's going to come to your head is like, what else does the Wyvern have? So I totally understand why he decided to abandon that idea. And instead knock out a Wolf Lord for 52 points. That's very nice, but while he's been exploring, Angel's reached level 7. Oh, Cyberdark's found a new town. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, and Niminva has found a new town too. He's got coal over on his side, so he's going to have access to the search spot momentarily. And pulls out the silver harp.
Well, it is a required element. I mean, you do need the silver harp. You also need to find Erdrick's token and the what else do you need to find? The stones of sunlight. That's the other thing.
So, that's a thing. There are 3 things. We'll get there.
Yeah, exactly. Where was I going? Oh yeah, so you have to find you have to take the silver harp to this guy who's going to give you the staff of rain, and then you turn in all 3 of those ingredients to the jerk. And if you do that, you go down into Sherlock Castle to and hopefully you'll be able to defeat the Dragon Lord. And the first 2 people to do that will advance. The second 2 people who do that will not. Nice and simple.
There we go. Niminva's into Mountain Cave now. There was a dragon scale in the first chest, and I don't know that he's going to get any encounters in here. He's got 25 defense power. Also a magic key, the first key find of the seed. So that could be pretty big.
Yeah, big find. Oh, Erdrick's armor, even bigger find. Wow.
Even bigger find. So the armor's a little bit fraught in this flag set. It gives you 28 defense instantly. It means now... Wow, Nim's repelling a lot of stuff. He does have the hurt spell, so there's still some things he can fight. But, and there's Stones of Sunlight in the 5th chest, too, of Mountain Cave. Well, this is really interesting.
Yeah, if this was standard, if this was standard randomizer... Oh, okay, he's drawn a skeleton because the defense hasn't been calculated yet.
It always takes 1 encounter, right, before the new defense takes effect for repel.
Mm-hmm. So, that's his 1. Oh,
Yeah.
I love this idea.
Oh,
Play.
this is great. Yeah, I was actually thinking about that when he picked up the harp. It's just like, well, that could come in handy if he gets the armor. But it's going to pull from zones 0, 1, and 2 now, which means it's going to max out at, I think, a ghost. Is that correct?
Yep, that's right. So, I mean, it could be something he could use if it, you know, if we get down to it. But oh, Niminva's probably thinking, do I going?
Yeah. This is really tough. He's not breaking wyverns yet, so if he could find the double wyvern zone, it's kind of a shot in the dark, but that's really what he needs. And he's got, enough HP and heal more. The Hawksness zone wouldn't be terrible if he had full MP, but he's kind of short on resources at the moment. You can kind of race some stuff with Hurt if you have to.
Yeah, so there is one good thing out of this, and it's that Niminva is gonna have pretty much free reign to wander wherever he wants. So
Yeah.
there it is. He's got Garanham. So go ahead and check this door. I imagine. Does he have a key?
He just has the one key he got out of Mountain Cave, I think. So he maybe just decided to burn it there.
I mean, at this rate, well, he
got back.
So
yeah, not a big deal.
Fighter's Ring is a good find at this point.
Yep, elsewhere Angel has hit level 8. No new spells there, but yet more HP. Not more MP, but more agility. So still 47 attack power, 30 defense for Angel with the club there on level 8.
Yeah, not that Angel's like, stop giving me agility!
Meanwhile, I don't know if we've mentioned it up here in the booth yet, but I think chat has. Cyberdark is running his usual strength agility build this seed, which I think is really interesting. I thought about this as the way the curve works, right? Because in the early levels, as long as your agility is not, in the 50s or 60s, it's actually not that big a deal, and it's actually suppressed below 30. So it's kind of an interesting dynamic Cyberdark has going here with the strength agility build.
Yeah, but instead it's rocketed to a really high number. And
yeah, when that happens, then you can find yourself in a little bit of trouble. But even without the armor, he's still only got 29 defense right now, without any armor, so still has plenty of stuff to fight at least.
Mm-hmm. One thing you're not going to be fighting is a werewolf. But Nova's going to go ahead and purchase some more herbs and probably heal up, and then maybe we'll have a chance to fight that werewolf. Ooh, I like this play by Cyberdark, trying that Droll Magi. It didn't quite work out, but I still like the idea.
No, yeah, I totally agree. If you had more magic points, you can hurt that down, but the MP has been a limiting factor here in the early going. I think Hurt's still their primary offense against these mid-game enemies, and they just don't have a lot of MP to cast it.
No. Ooh, DK's found Remolder, so he'll hurry up and pick up some keys here, and maybe he'll run into Erdrick's sword.
Entirely possible. We still have not seen the Tanagel treasury, so there's a couple of quick checks that we haven't seen yet. I will say Nim checked out the weapon shop here in Garanham, and none of those mid-tier weapons available. Still no hand axe around, so he's going to still be working that copper sword, it looks like.
Mm-hmm. Okay, here comes the bonus at Remolder. It is a torch.
Oh, a torch. 2 keys for a torch. I don't think that quite comes out in the analysis, but you know what does is level 9. There's the big spell, Hurt More.
Yeah, so Angel is pretty much free to wander this overworld without much penalty. So there he goes. He's gonna check out this store. He doesn't. Well, I was gonna say, yeah, he can go ahead and start buying armor at this point. Yeah, that
Exactly.
plate's fine.
Yeah. It's basically gets rid of all the encounters that you don't want to hurt more and keeps around the ones that you do. And again, since they have so little MPs, only got 5 casts of hurt more on level 9, it's really helpful to get the kind of lower tier encounters out of there and just say, all right, I'm going to focus on those mid-game enemies now at 46 defense.
Mm-hmm. So we have an herb, wings, a gold grind, and a nothing. So that treasury I would rate 5 out of 10. I mean, you got a gold grind, so I mean, that's a good thing, but other than that, not much. So DK is gonna purchase some more keys while Naminva is trying this werewolf here. Will it be enough? Well, he's got to heal more, so should be able to use that. I think he can win this.
I think he should be able to, yeah.
And he's definitely getting good damage rolls out of this. So I'm seeing a lot of 13s and 15s. And there it is. Well played. 95 points.
Yeah, nicely done. He's in a bit of a spot here because of that defense power he's got on account of the armor. But this is, I think, the best way to handle it. Unless you just, I mean, it's really challenging to try to reset out of this, right? Because he'd be at the start. So I think this is the best way forward for him. And, you know, he's going to have to cycle this in, but he's got this opportunity now with this zone right outside of Garanham.
Yeah, but meanwhile, Angel is completely thrashing troll magis and werewolves, and, or excuse me, wolf lords, and all that type of stuff, and very quickly he's pulling up a very big lead here.
Yeah. I'll say, too, this got a little bit lost in the wash because Hurtmore showed up on level 9, but also on level 9, about 28 attack power. Yeah. Or I take that back. Actually, is that 30? 38
no,
attack power.
It was a flame sword worth. It was 28. Yeah.
Okay.
It was a lot. Okay, so DK is gonna check out this store. Gonna go with a flame sword. I like this idea.
Yeah, weapon is nice. You really want... Weapons are kind of king in this flag set until you get hurt more. It's so useful to have that extra offensive output, even if it's a small upgrade, and that's a huge upgrade for DK right now.
Meanwhile, our contestants of our second race are already deciding, oh no, we're gonna reseed on level 1 Hurtmore. I mean, now hang on. The first race, Hurtmore did show up at level 9, so
yeah, it wasn't. It's less than half an hour in. This has been a pretty good overworld, I'd say, in terms of. I mean, a lot of them are going to be in this flag set because, like you were mentioning earlier, a lot of the really rough Charlock enemies are not found in the overworld, but it's been good. The progression has been nice. They've always had plenty of stuff to fight, so...
Okay, this is an interesting play from Naminva, but this might work. Gonna go against the Axe Knight grind because the monster zones are not randomized. Axe Knight is guaranteed to be in Hawksness, so we'll see if this works out. Only 1 heal more. He can only cast 1 heal more. I think he cast it a little too early.
We'll see. He has decent defense. He can survive this next swing from the Axe Knight, and does.
Alright, last chance.
Ooh, mid-rolled, but still got it done.
Alright. Well, that means he'll get a bonus. It might be a big one. Let's see. 3, 5, 12, and 3 are our stats, and he's going to take the stairs that are non-existent and then search and find a fairy flute. Oh, that's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate. The flute's nice for later on because you know that the golem is guaranteed on that Charlock spike tile for the mini-boss, but until then it's going to serve no purpose, so he was really hoping for sword there, I'm sure.
Yeah, exactly. So, now that he knows that he can defeat an Axe Knight, maybe he should consider a broadsword or a large shield or something like that, if that's available.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that at all here. If we've seen a broadsword, I don't quite recall where it was. I think maybe one of the Cantlin shops had one, but nobody had the money to purchase it when they got there the first time through.
I don't think you can deal with the jerk right now, but he'll continue exploring and we'll have very few monsters. DK going against the Wolfan will immediately dispatch it. It looks like everybody's well on their way to grinding. There's Cyberdark with that 28 strength improvement, and Hurt More, of course. Angel getting close to level 10. Nimba running into a green dragon, and if he only got that one more level. Oh, is he gonna try this? Ooh, I don't... Oh, okay. You know what? I think I can buy this.
I think I can too. Green dragons don't have a ton of HP. He's doing enough per swing. This is... If he leans on the heal more, he's got 2 of them. This is doable, I think. 60 defense power.
But... I saw the green dragon doing some baby fire there, so that's definitely going to raise a flag. Is like, what else did the green dragon have?
Yeah, if you use this time and then it's backing this with heal more, then that always feels bad. But at least for the moment, the weak breath is a little bit lower in terms of damage output than the melees would be, so makes a little bit more doable of a fight. And there's 135 experience. Unfortunately, it costs Nim all of his current magic points, so he's going to explore a little bit more, hopefully find a refill.
It definitely looks like a 2-continent, well, I wouldn't say 2-continent, but 2-area map. That's very interesting. I think you can turn in that silver heart. Yes, you can. All right.
Cyberdark into Mountain Cave now. He is headed toward the armor chest, and we'll grab it. He's got Hurt More, so that's of no consequence to him. He can go ahead and grab that armor, and it's no big deal.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the advantages Nimimba's going to have, is that he knows where Hoxus is, so as soon as he hits level 9, he'll just be X-Night shopping.
Exactly. Yeah. Let's see. DK is in the grave. It looks like he's going to dive bottom 2.
Oh, Angel just found Hoxus, and well, as I just mentioned, for the next probably 20 minutes or so.
Yeah, exactly. He can stay here for a little bit, but again, still with this MP on level 10 kind of reduced. He's only got 6 shots of Hurt More, so he'll be here for a little bit, but he can't stay for terribly long, and he's getting terrible Hurt More luck against the Hawksness tile set. He missed his first one against that last Star Wyvern, and he missed his first one against this Green Dragon.
Yeah, the odds of missing on a Star Wyvern are 1 in 16. The odds of missing against a Green Dragon are 1 in 8. But got through, so Angel's gonna have a couple cracks at this Axe Knight here. And with these spike tiles, they do not, they will never repel, so he can continuously fight Axe Knights to his heart's content here. Meanwhile, I've totally missed the grave. I don't know what was there.
There was, I don't think there was anything topside in the top 3, and I think a torch in the 4th chest and then a cursed belt in the 5th, so that was a complete zonk.
So I believe all we're missing is the freebie cave, and there is nothing in the freebie cave. It's $25,000 pyramid time.
Yep, sword for sure in Charlock now. So this is always a little bit tricky, right? Because you're guaranteed that double armored knight red dragon zone in the bottom floor.
That is actually true. That's right. We already visited the freebie cave. So yes, the sword is in Charlock. So I think it's time to start a prediction. What do you think?
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah. Is the sword at the judges' table? Erdrick's sword. Capital S. Yes. No. And we'll give everybody 15 minutes to predict. I understand that mods who have voted will not be able to choose the outcome, which is me. Sorry.
Oh, you don't get to participate? That's
I don't get to participate.
Well, you can guess unofficially, right? What do you think?
Well, I got a 1 in 7 chance. I'm gonna say no.
Okay, that seems reasonable, frankly. Level 11 here for Angel, another big hit point gain, another big agility gain, some more magic points fortuitously, but still only at 40 total on level 11.
Yeah, that's not enough. But as I pretty much said, we're Angel's about 4 minutes into his grind, and we keep on going. Wow, we put a lot of points on this already.
Yeah, look at it going here. Still, it's split down the middle though. Oh,
yeah.
Real-time results is fascinating.
Yeah, I know, right? DK deciding now's the time to beef up on that defense, and he picks up magic armor. Did he also pick up... yes, he also picked up the silver shield, so... he's like, I'm good.
Yeah.
Also hurt more, so yeah.
Yeah,
so,
with hurt more, I feel like once you get hurt more, it's just like, just bring on all the armor. It doesn't matter. You can repel whatever you want. You know those 2 spike tiles are available to you. Axe Knight and Hawksness when you find it, Green Dragon and Swamp. So that's, you know, you can just get yourself equipped and be set for the rest of the seed.
Monsieur Slime, you are bold. You bet 20,000. You bet 20,000 channel points. Wow. Oh, I'm not sure if Angel wanted to do that. Actually, I mean that technically is a perfect grind of 0 and 0. But are you gonna continue to explore, or are you going to, or did you want to grind some more? Buy some magic keys. Minva's gold grinding. I'm assuming he's gonna pick up Silver Shield. Why not at this point?
Yep. He still is using that copper sword as well, so he might go for flame too.
Let's see, DK finding a Star Wyvern. That's a nice thing. We're believe it or not, I would say we're kind of in the home stretch here. The only thing... oh no, we did find Eric's token. Where was Eric's token?
That is a good question. I did miss the token grab. Nim is the only one who's got it so far. Camion is saying the grave. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so everybody does have to go through Garen's grave.
Okay, so yeah, I'm pretty sure DK has it too. He did a full clear of grave. So he's got the token.
Ooh, nice victory against the Demon Knight by DK. Advances to level 10. Angel now going through Garen's grave to pick up Erdrick's token. Cyberdark now cashing in on those armored knights at $5.99 per night. Those axes, they aren't very expensive, let me tell you.
So let's see. Angel's got a fairly substantive experience points lead right now. It's just a matter of whether that holds up. He's going to gold grind here, probably for a silver shield, perhaps also a flame sword. And he's already got his token, so he doesn't have to... He might think about diving bottom too, just to check to see if sword's there. He's not going to get any encounters in grave, so it'll be pretty fast. But now it's just a matter of whether anybody can catch him. Cyberdark's about 1,000 experience points behind, but he's also on this Axe Knight right now while Angel's grinding gold. So this will be pretty interesting down the stretch, I think. We've got some disparity here in exploration and some experience point gaps. So yeah, I think you're right. We're in the home stretch, and it's just a matter of who can get everything put together first.
Yeah, and then the ultimate question, which has the ultimate answer of 42, of course, but the ultimate question is how will they fare against the Red Dragons and the Armored Knights that they know will show up in Sherlock, and they will show up 60% of the time?
Yes. So, and this is the interesting thing too, right? Because we say, oh, well, they're not in the overworld. And to a certain extent, that's great. But then also, you don't know if they have any really dangerous abilities until you get down there. So there's no scouting. You're just going in blind against them. And maybe they have, hurt and 75% hurt, or maybe they've got sleep and dragon lore 2 breath. You don't know until you actually take those encounters.
Yep. Okay. Nimimba has successfully converted the rainbow drop. So I believe all that remains for him is to go to the shop and take out some more axe knights. Collect those axes. An angel has picked up a bamboo pole, also known as the cursed belt.
Cursed belt actually worth considerably more money than the bamboo pole.
Cyberdark now knows that there is a gold grind available. Is he going to... Nope, he's just going to proceed off to the grave and take it from there. Werewolf knocked out for Nimimba, which is perfectly fine at 64 defense points. The werewolf has 80-some, 86 I think it is. And Star Wyvern should be able to dismiss it. And at that point, he will have hurt more, and then he can start doing his axe knight grind.
Yeah, this Star Wyvern would do it for Nim. So he can get hurt more, and I would imagine he's the first of our racers to get the drop, and he's still going to go buy his silver shield, or at least try to track one down. He's got the money for it.
Angel is now getting the bad news that there are no coordinates today, and so I believe he now has the information that he must go down through Sherlock.
Yeah, he has all the puzzle pieces on that one, so I expect he's going to head to that Axe Knight straight away, get the levels he needs in order to make his dive.
So I remind everyone that the top 2 contestants will move on to the next round. The bottom 2 contestants will be eliminated tonight. Right after this race at 10 p.m. Eastern, right here on Randomania. Zarnax 42, Janice Zeal, Big Slamu, and Tristal will compete in their round of 16 race. Archfield, who you got?
Who do I got? Oh man, how do you pick it out of that group? That's a really interesting group. A lot of veterans there have been playing for a long time. It's all of these races in the playoffs feel like they're really up for grabs. I think that's a lot of fun in this league.
Yeah, Tristal is rather humbling, I would say, but I always say if he's still in the tournament, you never count him out.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
But everybody else is just so darn good.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? I mean, you ran down these competitors at the beginning here. Nim had a fantastic league. Angel is the defending champion. DK won the summer tournament. Cyberdark was in the grand final last year. So, I mean, just even in this group, you just go, wow, there's some really good racers here, but it's really just anybody's race. And as you see, we've got, it's pretty close here. Angel's got an experience points lead. And I think he just made the tablet cave check. So he... for sure now knows, or I'm not sure what he did just then. That's interesting.
There's Tristal
anyway
against himself. he picked Zarnak. With Zarnak's advancing. Okay, that's our next prediction. Will Tristal win? Will Tristal advance? We'll see how many points he wants to bet.
Speaking of the prediction, it was interesting as of just a moment ago. It was still split 50-50, which is way against the actual odds, of course. But right now we're sitting at 56% say no sword at judge's table, 44% say yes.
Invader Strub is like, why did you only pick Zarnax advancing? And just, like, everybody else gets eliminated? And meanwhile, we have SH Mike W predicting that Big Janice MTG 42 will win. So that person is
Wow,
not
that's a
participating, but that is
that's
a very good. I do appreciate the portmanteau. Or
yeah, I do too. That's just they all teamed up and decided to race collaboratively, right? We're just gonna have a like a great collaborative board game. Just say, all right, we're gonna share information.
yeah. So it's just like Forbidden Island, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Hmm. Firehouse rescue, or no, wait, a flat. No, what is it called? Oh, I forget what it's called. There's a fire thing where you have to save the cat or whatever. Anyway, I
Oh
digress.
yeah, no, I know which one you're talking about. And I can't. Flashpoint, is that the one?
Yes, Flashpoint.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it is. Flashpoint or Forbidden Desert or Pandemic. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on.
Angel going back to his grind, and he definitely is in the driver's seat here. He hasn't converted the rainbow drop, but that's pretty close by. So
Right,
right
he can.
now,
Yeah, he can
right
say
now,
that.
this is Angel and DK's race to lose at this point. But well, we don't know what's going to happen with these Sherlock monsters here.
Yeah, fair to say Zone 3 can be an equalizer. And that was a very unkind level 13.
Well, I mean, these stats have been kind of generous, so
It's true. So I guess they were due one like that.
and looks like Angel will be taking the death here. So deciding to go back instead of doing more grinding. So I'm curious as to what his next play is. Maybe he'll be going to Sherlock.
I'm not sure. Bear's pointing out too on level 13, Angel does have 134 hit points. That means the death necklace is also in Charlock, I believe. Yes.
Oh yeah, nobody's picked up the death necklace. Well, we could have. Well, I could have done the.
Double prediction.
Yeah, we could have said is Erdrick's sword or the death necklace at the Joker's tail, but we finally have 101,000. No, 78,000. Yes. Let's see. Who's been like? Oh, WizzyZ3K voted with 66,000 channel points at this one.
Oh, high rollers in the chat tonight. Wow.
Slain of Hex voted 20,000 points. No. So those are your two big rollers here. Oh, but notice what Angel's got: 88 defense power. So that means actually he will run into nobody in the overworld anymore.
Right.
And that also will mean that he also will run into nobody in the first zone of Sherlock except for Axe Knights.
Just Axe Knights, yeah. And so I don't know if the defense gets much higher before the attack power does, which it's, the strength is still 79 as of level 13. That's kind of interesting. Like you could easily make a case for going to vanilla chest first if you want both items, because if you end up breaking, say, Axe Knights and maybe even Blue Dragons, then you're not going to get anything much in Zone 2 either.
Now here's something you don't see every day: a green dragon at the Swamp Cave spike tile, huh?
Yeah, so this is one of the few flags having the unrandomized enemy zones on means that this is a vanilla spike, so it's, I think, the only case in the randomizer where you'll see a green dragon on the spike tile.
Yeah, I've been lobbying for years to put green dragons in the swamp spike tile, but I can for whatever reason. But I have to confess, I think the Axe Knight grind is slightly better, only because even though the green dragon gives you 5 additional experience points per monster, the hurt more resistance is double the Axe Knight. So that's a thing.
It is a thing. I think the low MP is also a little bit of a thing. And there's still 10 hurt mores for Angel right now, 10 for DK too. Is there not a refill very close to Hawksness?
Yes, there is.
So Garen Ham's right there, huh? We just saw DK pop out for that. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I would certainly want to ask Angel about choosing this green dragon as opposed to staying out there in the Hawksness spot.
I can see one reason why in this case. Because he has damage broken the green dragon. And he's not breathing breath all that much. As a matter of fact, I think this is about as close to a vanilla green dragon as you're gonna get.
Yeah. Okay, I mean, so that does make sense. He does have the green broken.
So what is our next level 14? Is that
5625.
5625? That's the number. 7,500 to 15, and I'm thinking we're gonna have to go to 7,500 unless we get a gargantuan strength gain here.
We've seen him spike a couple of big gains already in other stats this seed. I guess it's not out of the question. But yeah, right now looking like it'll be beyond level 14 for Go here.
And Nimba is gonna go dig the sword of Sherlock here. Oh no, maybe not.
Nope,
Just want to deposit the rainbow drum, get it done with.
Oh no, he's gonna double back. He gave us the head fake, Game Boy.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Big slam we're rooting for level 17.
Three strength on level 14, or pardon me, not even that much, is it?
No, you know what? I have no idea. I think it was 2.
Yeah, I think it was 2.
3. Yeah.
So not much that level to speak of. No HP. Not that they need a ton more HP. They don't really need any more HP for all intents and purposes. Although it's always nice to see.
Yeah, if you get a little bit more HP, then then you start introducing a chance for a double attack. So
right,
Dragon Lord twice for every heal more instead of once.
Yeah, and if you get HP big enough, you can get some doubles even with the Death Necklace, which is even bigger. So more HP is always welcome, but at the moment not necessarily requisite.
So Cyberdart continuing that Axe Knight grind. Let's see. And it looks like Nuva running into the Blue Dragon is going to fight it. Blue Dragons do have hurt. But what else does the Blue Dragon have? Let's find out. We should be able to find out very soon. Looks like the Blue Dragon's about 50-50, but he's going out for 180.
And level 12 for Nim. Cyberdark also taking a Death Warp off the Hawksness spike there, so I'll be interested to see what he decides to do, if he's just going to head back to Hawksness, or if he's maybe thinking Swamp Spike 2, since he's got 91 defense power right now on that Strength Agility build.
And, let's see. What is Splitter? Got the Rainbow Drop already. No, just walks back to Hawksness.
Interesting. It's not as far as I thought. It's probably pretty close between Death Warping to Hawks and walking to Garenham. I'm not sure. I could be wrong about that.
Oh no, Nineveh, you could have taken that Axe Knight on. So we're still doing a whole lot of grinding here.
Yep, whole lot of grinding. Angels, what, about 4 green dragons removed from level 15. DK will be picking up level 14 here momentarily, but Cyberdark's hot on his heels within about 2 or 3 Axe Knights.
Oh, Nimiva's going to go straight to the judges' table to start.
Yeah, so we're going to get our prediction answer right now. It's the swords!
Wow. Well, I guess I've got to say yes is the answer here. Yes, it was at the judges' table, so that means that wow, unbelievable. So that means that
Whoa.
Wizzy 3K has just won 160,000 channel points.
Where's our Dragon Quest Casino victory sound effect when we need it?
Sorry about that.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, right? From the casino in Dragon Warrior 4. Actually, it was 174,000 channel points. That was a ton. Goodness gravy.
Everybody's looking to borrow channel points from him now. You win big at the channel point casino. First thing that happens, everybody's coming around saying, "Hey, got any channel points? A little short today."
So now Nimimva is going to continue that X Knight grind, but he is quite behind as we reach level 15 here.
Yeah, 6 power, 7 hit points, 9 magic points for Angel on 15.
6 power. Oh, he's at 87.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I can understand why he's going for 16 because the magic is just lacking.
Magic is still quite low. So even with Death Necklace only 127, that's a tough ask right now, and if not impossible, especially with bottom zone and yeah. So that's I think a pretty easy call to keep going here. I will say critically on level 15 they did get stop spell. So if anything in final in Charlock has sleep, they might be able to handle that.
Firelight is saying, too bad it wasn't 6,000 more channel. Yeah, 6,000 more channel points than it is 180,000 points. And that will do it for Angel this time. But I'm pretty sure he'll be back because that's the rules of the game.
Yeah, Loric's generous that way. You can he'll just send you back out into the field. With a little scolding, mind you, but it's a small price to pay for, just being not dead anymore.
Well, by the way, Angel and Nimimva will be facing each other again, guaranteed.
Oh, yeah.
Sometime in the next couple of weeks, they will be competing against each other in the Final Fantasy Randomizer Spring Tournament that has just started over the last week. So, get your hype ready for that as Angel turns in the Rainbow Drop. So now what's Angel's next play? Looks like back to Hawksnest because he's in the area. Okay, DK going back to Garenham for more grinding, or more healing, which will lead to more grinding.
Slamu points out something very important just now that I totally forgot about when I was calculating Angel's attack power. He doesn't have Erdrick Sword yet, so that would be plus 12 once he gets it, which would be 129, and then if he gets the Death Necklace 2, that's 139. So he's actually pretty close to being in range here, but
yeah, he's close, but he's not quite. But it was the magic that was lacking. So
yeah, I mean, to expect to get through the bottom zone without having to spend a heal more is a big ask, even on 141 hit points. They do have decent agility, but I totally see him going for another level here. I think this makes sense.
Well, we might as well, while we continue to watch a bunch of grinding here, let's talk about tomorrow night at 10 o'clock somewhere. Mr. Holmes, Beta Strep, Diabetes II, and some person by the name of Archfield Monk.
Yeah,
those are your contestants. Who do you got?
In that one, anybody but Archfield Monk. If you're laying wagers.
I don't know. That could be the next prediction. That could be the next prediction. I wouldn't sell that Archfield guy too short. He might actually pull one out. And so Cammy
One,
and Renault guy
one
track.
never knows. I'm really looking forward to it in any event, and all those guys are great, so I'm looking forward to racing them, and it should be a fun one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, SH Mike W doing another portmanteau. Mr. Beta Monk II. Well, I'm going to take a moment to thank our restreamer today, Elmore St. James. Been doing a lot of restreaming over these last couple of months. Really appreciate it, obviously. Been a ton of help over the last couple months. Our trackers, Marishu and Cammy and Renokai, also been doing a lot of work during this league, so many thanks to them. They've been doing a great job, as always. So yeah, so good times with all them, and of course my co-commentator Archfield Monk, who thinks he's going to lose, but we'll see. But hey, you're guaranteed to finish at a higher rank than me, so you can't complain about that.
No, I'll take it. I'll take it. And, into the playoffs. It's the regular season field is really tough too. There's a lot of very talented players who didn't get into the playoffs, so yourself included.
Oh, I'm not talented anymore.
I don't believe that for a second.
Yeah. Well, we're thinking about maybe getting a field together for Dragon Warrior Randomizer Relay or something like that. So maybe I'll redeem myself in Dragon Warrior 2 or 3 Randomizer, something like that.
Yeah, I'm hoping that comes together. That would be fun. I play a decent amount. Probably, I think you could put me to the word an unreasonable amount of Dragon Warrior 2 Randomizer. So I would enjoy that.
Mm-hmm.
Angel hits level 16.
Level 16 for 1 power, 2 speed, 5 HP, 16 magic. Ooh, 10 heal mores.
Okay, so with Sword and Death Necklace, you're looking at 140.
Yeah, that is really close.
Yeah, I mean, you could burn 2 heal mores. Maybe, and it's thin if you burn 2. You can burn 1 for sure.
Yeah, that is really close. I can't blame them for continuing to grind, but I can't blame anybody else for wanting to dive at 16. This is going to be a pivotal point in this competition.
Absolutely. You never know if DK and or Cyberdark feel behind and hit level 16. Yeah, maybe they think about going. So yeah, hang on tight here. Cyberdark and DK have maintained their experience point gap. It's been basically separated just by the time it takes them to refill in Garanham. So DK is going to get there first, but Cyberdark won't be far behind.
And by the way, Cyberdark 86 for a brief period of time had 88 experience points and has therefore traveled to the year 1924. So I don't know. So I don't know. Somehow he's still playing.
Yeah, I don't know. It's time travel is very confusing to me. Let's just assume something happened with causality and it righted itself.
Yeah. Okay, Angel's still continuing on. Okay, moment of truth time. DK hits level 16. What will he do?
He is going to look at the stats pretty closely,
yeah.
I think.
And it is time.
It is time for DK. So, hang on tight, everybody. Angel's about 1,000 experience points away. He's going to have to go heal at least once, probably, before he finishes this level.
And remember, he's going to repel everything in the first part of Sherlock. But it's just going to be a matter of how many red dragons and armored knights you're going to run into. You're going to average about 7 bouts, plus or minus, in the bottom 3 floors of Sherlock, maybe 8.
Yeah.
But it could go all the way up to like 13 or 14, just depending on your encounter luck. because
Right.
every step is a straight 1 in 16 chance. There isn't any progressive encounter rate that you run into in the Super Famicom versions and beyond. So,
Yes, yeah. Cyberdark, also level 16, also on his way out of Hawksness with MP left, so that tells me he's probably headed to Charlock as well.
look what's happening with Angel. Looks like he's doing some Sharlock stuff, and meanwhile, Naminva is still has to grind a couple levels more. Does Angel have to do some more exploring?
Maybe he doesn't. Has he might not have seen the path to Charlock yet.
No, maybe not.
He knows, having gone through Swamp Cave, he'll know, where that is. Maybe I'm not sure. Oh, he's realized he hasn't checked the Remolder chest yet, so he wants to clear this first.
All right, so there's that.
DK meanwhile now into the dark without a torch.
Oh, okay. So he's gonna have to do that blind, and I don't think that's what he wanted to do, but he's gonna do it anyway.
Probably not, but he's practiced at this. He knows what he's doing down here. So it's a little bit of an impediment, but not much of one.
Yeah, I mean, the fortunate thing is he will not run into anything until except Axe Knights. Now he's going to run into some more monsters. The only thing he can repel down here are wizards.
Right. I will say Cyberdark 2 went through Swamp Cave expecting to be able to get into Charlock, and he couldn't, so now he's got to try to find his way there as well. It looks like Angel has found it.
There it is. He's going to go into level 16. I'm expecting that he's going to fight favorable battles. So in other words, he's going to go against those Axe Knights that will be present in the first two zones. And as soon as he discovers that the blue dragons cast hurt, he's going to fight them too.
Yeah, those are pretty good at that point. And even if he ends up a little short at the bottom, you've got the flute and you've got a guaranteed golem on the spike tile that's max experience. You can take one of those if you have to finish the level there.
Yeah, that's true. The golem, I mean, you gotta face the golem and you will be guaranteed. Okay, DK's gonna go ahead and use the Radiant. And wow, what the heck? Everybody's going straight to the judges' table. They're not like, we're not gonna check the treasure.
Yeah. I think I really like it. And under normal circumstances, they do have 2 items to look for, right? The other thing is, this vanilla chest is before you get to zone 3. So rather than have to dip into the bottom floor and risk extra encounters against the most hazardous enemies, you could just detour to the vanilla sword first and check it. I mean, I don't think it's a terrible idea. In fact, I think I'm coming around to the point of view it's actually a pretty good idea. Especially with
well, I'm sorry, Blue Dragons did have something other than hurt. It was regular heal, which is perfectly fine. So Angel will proceed onward, defeating that Blue Dragon. We'll take on that Axe Knight. There's our first red dragon. What's it gonna be? Gets away. First try. Love it. And now he gets to do it again. Whoop. Wow.
Yep. A lot comes down to the run luck here. Gets back attacked by this one, but I will say he's got 79 agility. He's a little bit less, actually a little bit more than a little bit less than a coin flip to run from these guys. Armored Knights around 45%, Red Dragons around 43% to get away. And it looks like Angel's going vanilla sword first as well.
What the heck? I can only think of one thing, and it's that they feel that they're behind. And therefore they're like, oh, nobody's finished yet, so I'm going to assume that all of my opponents went to the treasury first. But I mean, you have to draw out the death necklace anyway, and that actually might be another reason why they just decided to go straight to the judges' table.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, it's another way of looking at it. It's really interesting. I didn't expect all of them so far. I mean, Nim only went so far as the vanilla sword chest, but I did not expect DK and Angel to go to vanilla sword first. So it'll be interesting to ask them about that. I think there's a case to be made either way, but it's kind of surprising to see both of them do that.
So
DK
DK, yeah, go ahead.
did have to. I was just gonna say he did have to spend a heal more there. I imagine that's what you were gonna point out as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say his run luck was starting to run out there, but gonna go ahead and try to pick up the death necklace. We see an herb, we see another herb, we see a magic key, we see some wings, we see the death necklace at the $300 box. And Beta Struck bringing up a good point in chat is that he got some herbs back as well, so
Yeah,
we'll get a little bit more of that.
that's super important there. I think even if you get that, if you hit the treasury there in that case and you've already used some herbs, it's even if you find the item you want, it's sometimes good to just clear the rest of those too, see if there are any herbs left to kind of buoy that a little bit, get some more healing.
Angel only picked up 5 agility with that level, but also picked up 38 magic points. So it's not good for this attempt, but if everybody fails, Angel's going to be in the driver's seat.
He totally is, because that's huge right there. He's probably wishing he'd gotten that before he came in, but there's no way of knowing, of course.
DK decided to defeat an armored knight and now has 99 experience points.
Oh, we had that quad 8s from Cyberdark earlier. And Cyberdark, it looked like he also went Vanilla Sword first. Or at least he was coming off that staircase. I'm not quite sure now.
I don't know. I'm at a loss of words there. I don't get it. But here comes Cyberdark. Last, we have 3 contestants. The bottom floor is Sharlock. I remind you that the top 2 contestants will move on to the next round. Unless there's a tie. If there's a tie between 2nd and 3rd, you know what happens, Archfield?
I think we're looking at a tiebreaker race, aren't we?
Yeah, tiebreaker race. What do you think?
That would be remarkable. But at this point, not out of the question.
Okay, so DK has made it to the spike tile, which because the monster zones are not randomized, it is the golem. That will put him over 10k. Now,
Angel right there as well, so encounters between the Spike and Dragon Lord could play a part here, but DK does get to the Dragon Lord with 9 heal mores. As long as DL1 cooperates and DL2 doesn't back attack him, that should be pretty good here.
no more herbs. Now he does have the death necklace going there, so down to about 110.
Yeah.
Very few hurt mores though.
Got a swing there, but dealing him for 20. Didn't need that roll, and didn't need this hurt more either. That stings.
Yeah, but he's got to go.
He's got to go.
Right,
Yeah, he has no choice.
Yeah, he needs rolls and oh wow, this is now a 3-way competition.
Oh no, we got back attack too. Oh, this is really, really sketchy now.
Yeah, he's gonna need some big numbers. Although if he gets another weak attack, oh no, Dragon Lord Breath. So it's now 12-0, and it's 14-12. Here we go. This is nuts. 26 to... Oh, I can't even keep track. Oh, DK did get a double attack, though.
The double there, that's pretty big. He's at 44, I believe.
I'm glad you're keeping track. This might be DK's, but that's fine. If Angel finishes second, that's fine. He still advances.
Exactly.
Cyberdark. Oh, my goodness. He did not put on the death necklace, I know, because his HP is 120. So oh gosh, what's going to happen? 3 more heal mores left.
Yeah, Angel did not pick up the death necklace.
Another nice roll of 19 there for DK. I think this is going to get him to the next round here.
I've got him on 122.
Damage there by Angel against the Dragon Lord. I'm not sure.
It's gonna be... he needs some good rolls here.
Okay, here we go. Here's the first roll. It's a 16. That's a pretty good roll.
150 flat. Oh, 15 cleared the range.
Oh,
Oof,
well done.
nicely done.
DK advances now. Who's going to advance over here? Wow. Wow, wow. Okay, so Angel's down to 1 heal more, 96 HP. On the Minva is going down Sherlock, by the way. Oh, Angel gets it. Oh, wow.
Angel does get it. Wow, what a close race. DK has finished in first place. Official SRL time 1 hour, 10 minutes, 7 seconds. Angel's going to be right on his heels here, as will Cyberdark, with Nim not far behind. Pardon me, that was Angel's official SRL time. 1 hour, 10 minutes, 32 seconds for Angel, 7 seconds for DK, so a gap of 25 seconds right there.
Ugh. And Cyberdark's gonna be like, oh, I was so close.
You're, 5 Healmores deep on a DL2 fight, and the first 2 finish. That's just, that's a gut punch.
Mm-hmm. Unbelievable race. But Cyberdark does defeat the Dragon Lord and will be finishing about 1 minute behind first place. 1 minute and change.
So GG's to Cyberdark as well as Niminva enters the final floor here. So everybody, please get your GGs out in chat for Cyberdark if you haven't already. He has finished in 3rd place in this one, so won't be moving on in the playoffs, but does come in with a very close 1 hour, 11 minutes, 24 seconds. Yeah, less than a minute and a half behind first, less than a minute behind second.
Well, I will admit that I was quite salty back last Monday, but obviously there was never a question that Cyberdark deserved to be in the playoffs, and he definitely proved that tonight.
Yeah, fantastic showing. He was behind on experience early, made a lot of that up, made some good decisions, and was right in there at the end. So nicely done to him.
And now we welcome our 3 finishers to the commentary booth. Good game, everyone. Tell us your thoughts. This is one heck of a race.
I can only assume what that was like to watch with 3 people finish in about a minute and change apart.
Yeah, it was really phenomenal. I mean, just down the stretch, different decisions. Angel didn't go for the death necklace. He had his sword. He was ready to go on level 17. And so everything just kind of collided there at the end. Cyberdark was not far behind at all getting to the DL fight. So it was phenomenal to watch. Just great job, all of you.
Yeah, GG everybody. Did anyone else go for judges table first?
Everybody did.
Everybody did.
Literally everybody did. I was totally beside myself, but heck, we gave away 271,109 channel points to those who predicted that Erdrick's sword was at the judges table, and WizzyZ3K got 170,000 of those points.
Yeah, when you don't know what the zone's going to contain going into zone 3, I mean, there's not a reason to go check the judges table at that point.
Yeah, we were kind of curious as to rationale. There's 2 items that you might possibly want: the death necklace and the sword. But we thought maybe that zone 3 was playing into it. Like you can, the encounters in second zone are much less difficult than the third zone one, so you don't want to have to double back if at all possible.
Exactly, and also like I don't know if I'm the only one who got the 17, but there was 38 MP there.
Yeah, I got the 17 as well.
That would have been nice. I was really low on MP.
Sorry, I didn't get the 17. I went to 16.
I was going to say, I wondered if we missed that. Yeah, that would have been huge having that MP going down. DK, you were really thin there and you got back attacked by DL2. What were you thinking at that point?
If I was going to have to throw a hurt more at the end, I just kept saying, please low attack, and then kept getting breath.
I know all about low attacks. I think I rolled single digits like 6 or 7 times.
Yeah, I was at 140, so my min was 10, but I did min roll and was hitting the bottom half of it. It kind of caught up at the tail end there, and I think I swung one on last attack I had left, if I'm not mistaken.
I had a bunch of fairy waters I threw. Figured it was a bit better of attack than what I had. I think I went at what 130.
130. So that was a heads up play there.
I assume I was probably the last to get the armor because that was the last direction I finally decided to go. I like second location Charlock.
Well, Nimimba was the first to pick it up, and that pretty much was his downfall, in fact, because he got it at only level 7, so he had to find a way to pick off monsters before he could finally get to 9 and get hurt more. And then I think everybody else picked up Erdrick's armor either at 8 or 9, I think it was.
I mean, I stayed in zone 1 till level 9, just fighting wolves, scorpions, all that. Just I actually was trying to actually get to a broadsword before we got hurt more, but lo and behold, it happens there.
Right, and get enough money for the weapon you want, and then hurt more shows up.
Yeah, so we just transitioned to a half plate then.
I don't think I actually picked up any armor until I got Erdrick's, and then I said, well, just as well go for everything else now. Everyone else get silver and flame, or?
I grinded for all 3 because I didn't have armor when I did my grind.
I did flame just in case the strength was going up at a pretty good rate. I just grabbed flame just in case. Hey, if I don't find Rimbledar or Breckenary, which I actually found going to Charlock before that. Yeah, I didn't want to have to back for the sword or something.
Yeah, Rim not critical to completing the seed. There were a couple magic keys out in caves, I believe, at least the one in the mountain caves. So I think all of you got your keys through that method rather than having to shop for them. Although maybe TK, did you get your keys in Rim?
Yeah, I got mine in Rim because I went south first.
I don't ever saw Rim there.
And then Cyberdark had you seen the path to Charlock before you left at the end? Because I saw you go through Swamp Cave and it's, just sitting right there off the island, but there was a different route to get there. And I don't even know that I know what it was, having watched all 4 of you.
Hadn't seen the path. I knew Charlock was there, and I went up for the staff and figured I could just go around. And then when I couldn't, I said, oh, well, there's a little bit of path I didn't explore down past Scantlin, so let's try that, and then walked right to it.
Yeah.
And I assume everybody find on the Axonite. Can't see any other way to do it.
Angel actually grinded the green dragons for a little bit because he was damage breaking them.
Ah.
So he got a little bit more length out of it.
Yeah, and I was going for staff at that point too. So on the way back, I just went there.
But yeah, this for the most part, this seemed to be a rather straightforward sea. There wasn't a lot of whoa, this is strange, or this is strange, or this is strange, or anything like that, because Red Dragons and Arbor Knights, they were just swinging, or clawing, I suppose.
Oh, there's something else I didn't see was Red Dragons.
And we saw plenty of Red Dragons.
I saw like 10.
DK saw enough for the both of you, I think, Cyberdark.
You can have them.
All right, so do we have any final thoughts?
No, GG. Good luck in the rest of the playoffs, guys. I'm sad I didn't get to go to the random week, but I'll have fun watching.
GG's. It's a shame when matches are this close that someone has to go.
Yeah, I mean, at least I'm glad it was an exciting race for everyone to watch, especially if it came down this close. But thanks Game Boy, thanks Archfield for commentating, thanks Elmore for restreaming, and thanks Camion and Marashu for.
Yeah, I agree with that. Thanks to all of you. Really appreciate it, and looking forward to watching the 10 o'clock race where I can breathe a little easier.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm a little bit disappointed with you 3 because you all could have finished at the same time, and then we could have had a tiebreaker race. But no.
Well, I mean, we were all in at DL2 at the same time, so . We tried.
That's true. You did try.
It was a good effort.
A for effort. All right, so we're going to go ahead and wrap things up here. Just stay tuned here. We're going to host Randomania 5. That's right, Randomania 5. There's a Final Fantasy randomizer race going on there. But this will just be a host. So stick around because at 10 o'clock right here on this very channel, we will have our next playoff race. Zarnax 42, Janice Zeal, Big Slamu, and Tristal MTG. They will compete for see who will move on there. And that's all I got. So for my co-commentator Archfield Monk, for the restreamer Elmore St. James, for the trackers Cameron Renokai, Marashu, for runners, this is me, Game Boy of 9. You've been watching Randomania. Please have a great night. Stay tuned, and we'll see you soon.